What's up and welcome back to the channel. Today we have some NBA 2K24, my career, the city content I wanted to share. Now this is going to be some PvE content that you may have skipped over, or you may already know about it, or but you just didn't maybe engage in it or haven't gotten to it yet. When I first started playing the game last week, I did come here and I was checking out the Sunset Park court, which is the one you're looking at here, and I thought it was cool, but I didn't really, I guess, get what was going on here. Now there's three different courts here: Sunset Park, the Point, and the Yard. Each, of course, with their own kind of themed environment and different looks all throughout the city here. They look really cool, I have to admit. Really cool backgrounds and just, like I said, environments. It's really well done. But the main thing about these courts are it's going to be really easy to play here. At first I thought it was going to be a bit tough, going by kind of how 2K has been in the past. Some of these things, these PvE areas or events or games, whatever you want to call them, can be kind of tough to play or to beat. But I finally gave it a try, and these are the best places to actually grind for badges in BC, in my opinion. I think right now that I've found. So the games are 3-on-3 to 21, and here's a quick look at the Yard. This is the last area when you unlock, and you get to play the final boss, Hefe. But again, this is going to be the best place to grind for VC and badge points. After I played all of these courts, each court has a certain amount of bosses. I believe there's 8 bosses per court, and each time you win a game or you beat one of the bosses, you can actually recruit them to your team. So it is actually a really cool mechanic and setup how they have this working. Again, like I said, I was playing the 21 and I was getting about 400 VC per win and a lot of badge upgrades. I'm not sure what happened, but the minute I started playing this and once I kind of got through a bunch of the games and moved on to the second and third court, I noticed that all of a sudden I was getting a ton of silver badges. And I had not gotten really any silver badges up until I started playing these modes. At the Point, the Yard, and Sunset Park. But once I beat all these, it just became insane. I gained probably 3 or 4 silver badges in one day. A lot of VC, as I said before. It's the best place to play, I believe. You can play these games over and over as many times as you want. You can actually select, when you go to the board there, like I'm showing here, you can select who you want to play. And you can select who you want your teammates to guard and who you want to guard. So I was just kind of farming on the weakest player on the opposite team. Like I'm a power forward, so I kept playing against, the weakest point guard, the 74 point guard or whatever, and kind of just farming points and catch and shoot. I was working on my catch and shoot badge, so I was just farming that a lot. So you're going to set yourself up versus the easiest matchup and get two of the best teammates you can find, from the people that you unlock. Like I said, each court has about 8 bosses. Once you beat them, you can recruit them to your team. It was really cool, really fun to play. This is basically where I spent a lot of my time, especially when I'm alone. I think I'm going to be here a lot. It's a really, really fun mode. Again, go try it. Try to beat all the courts and beat every single boss, and I guarantee if you do that, you'll not only get a lot of VC, but you will get your badges up as well. This is probably the first thing I would recommend doing once getting into your My Career and going into the city. Play these games, try to beat all the bosses, and then maybe play some My Career games after that, or head to the theater or, the Pro-Am courts, whatever. But I would definitely advise to beat all of these first and then move on, and you can obviously come back and play them as much as you want to grind for some VC or whatever you might need. So also, I'm going to show here a quick screenshot of all the bosses, which again, as I said before, once you beat them, they can go to your team and you can play as them. They can be teammates on your team, and they all have their own unique name and backstory and play style and build style. So it's really cool. I'm not going to read every paragraph, but you can pause it and read the paragraphs if you want there and kind of learn a little bit about each player. They have funny names and kind of funny backstories that make it entertaining and kind of give the mode a little bit of depth, a little bit of lore in there. So there it is, guys. Sunset Park, the Point, and the Yard. Definitely go hit those places up and grind them for VC and badge points. Peace out. Catch you guys next time.